Sup, tea people. Welcome to episode number 180 of TeaDB. We have some Tieguanyin from Taiwan, so Muzha Tieguanyin. This is from Floating Leaves.
Look at how
that Gaiwan is well used. But the thing is, it's very clean in the middle. Where
That's
it gets
the important
rinsed off.
part. Yeah.
But it's very stained around the rim. I will admit as much.
Yeah.
So we are going back to our roots, doing some Taiwanese Tieguanyin.
From Floating Leaves, no less.
Yep. So some of our very earliest episodes, here we are 3.5 years later, still drinking that stuff.
I know, man. Someone asked me how long we've been doing the show, and I was like, God.
It's easy to figure out because it's just one every week. Yeah.
Boom. So, looking forward to this. I'm going to eyeball this, basically just fill up the Gaiwan to the sort of covering the bottom. That's a little bit more than enough. Hard to smell that there. So the beauty of warming the cup up a little bit like this is that
you release some of those aromatics.
There's aromas going on. It smells quite roasted.
Yeah, really sweet aroma. Some of that sort of caramel roastiness.
Yep, absolutely. Quality looks wonderful.
Wonderful.
And
are we giving this a rinse? Just to open that up a
yeah,
little?
I think I'm just going to let it soak kind of play with it and let it soak for a minute or two here. And by a minute or two, I mean about 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And then we will get going on this.
Those leaves look pretty rolled up because they're still taking some time to come undone.
Right.
And so, did you know that Muzha is actually a stop on the Taipei Metro line?
No way.
So to get to the place where teas like this are grown, all you gotta do is take the Metro.
That's awesome. It smells great.
Yeah, it smells sort of like that roasty, fruity thing going on.
Ooh. Wow.
Strong aroma.
Yeah, really strong. It reminds me of what are those chocolate things? Truffles with the stuff in the middle?
Truffles with stuff in the middle?
No, I think they're not the fungi, but there's like chocolate truffles and how they have that like sweet jam kind of jelly stuff in the middle.
Oh, okay.
It smells a lot like that.
Interesting. So really rich aroma.
Yeah, very sweet.
We're doing some high pour action here.
High pour.
Getting a sort of like orangish, dark orange color.
Really dark.
Very
really
roasted leaves.
Man, incredible aroma. I think, so if you were brand new to drinking tea and you smelled that, you'd be like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Which is so cool to me.
You would think it was very wonderful before you even tasted it.
Totally. This is brewing up like it looks like it's light. So we'll give this a first shot and see what we think. But this will probably be a lot lighter than the next ones.
Cheers.
Right now it's just really light. You can taste the roast on it a little bit. It's definitely fruity. Not too much of those sort of bitter cacao, anything like that.
A little bit nutty.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
A hair nutty.
I was in a band called A Hair Nutty. Cut!
No, we're keeping it.
We are.
This is TeaDB Uncensored.
Comment below if you appreciate the shenanigans. Probably unfollow us if you don't.
Yeah.
That's gonna stop.
Yeah. But if you do, tell your mom to watch our show.
For sure, yeah.
Subscribe
Share
to
it with your mom on social media.
Yeah.
Check out these rascals, Mom. So
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, you have to. So I'm going to give this another little bit, but the leaves have definitely expanded quite a fair amount. We're going to try to push this as kind of quickly as possible.
Not bitter at all in the last
No.
steep, so sort of indicative that you could push this a little bit more.
Yeah, I think
just get a little bit more out of it.
Clay teapot would work well.
Yeah, just to...
These really roasted.
And that looks like a hair darker, but still actually not.
Not too much. I'm going to heat up the water here.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And again, the high pour, just because we're
trying to drink this quickly.
and we don't want to burn the living crap out of ourselves.
Cheers.
Cheers, y'all. It does. It's really coming through, though. It's still light, actually, texture-wise. It's not really viscous and syrupy yet.
It is, yeah. It's just like a touch syrupy, maybe, but like really not super thick yet. And I think we could definitely push this, get a little bit more out. You boil the water right there, so we'll be dealing with slightly warmer water. So how would you compare this to, for instance, the other sort of classic roasted Taiwanese oolong?
A dongding or something like that?
Yeah, dongding, exactly.
Yeah, this to me has a little bit more earthiness to it. And the
roast is a bit stronger, I'd say, than your average mid-fire dongding.
Yeah, I think those dongdings they show up greener in the brewing vessel. They taste a little bit crisper. This has a little bit more of those roasted notes, but it does have a good amount of sweet fruit in it.
Yep.
I think that's probably the biggest difference, that the level of roast kind of hitting completion in something like this. So
yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, looking at the leaves from this, sometimes when you're brewing those other roasted oolongs, like a mid-fire dongding, for instance, the leaves are going to lighten up, and you're going to get, like, I don't know, maybe an olive green or a slightly lighter or slightly darker. But these, looking at them, even after we brewed them 3 times, are still pretty damn dark.
Yeah, I'm going to throw this just straight back in there. Yeah, let this one go for even longer.
So stacking these infusions like this off of straight boiling water is pretty much pushing these leaves as much as we can in terms of just heat and stuff.
Exactly.
And it looks like it can definitely take it from what we've had so far.
And just talking through the last brew, I have a little bit of a residual, I don't want to call it astringency, but a little bit of a residual mouth texture sort of thing. It's not a sourness or anything like that, but just a little bit of a pucker. Which means that we're getting into the meat of the tea.
Yeah.
If you can say something like that. And leaves are looking much more open. I'm going to let that go for another second here. Yeah, looks good.
I'd say it's a little bit thicker. It continues to brew up that sort of golden color. The profile, I'd say, has actually been, in terms of just sheer flavors, has been pretty consistent, brew to brew.
Yeah, true. Yeah, a little bit bolder. It's got a nice aroma. Getting more of the fruit on the aroma. Although it's getting a little bit more of those sort of hinting on spicy cigar leaf, tobacco-y notes. Not herbal, but in not like pepper spicy, but just sort of more of like that cinnamon, earthy spice kind of a thing.
In the aroma?
In the aroma, not as much in the cup at all, actually. But
I could get that. Yeah.
Cup-wise, this is good. I actually feel like, God, I think we're not even hitting this hard enough. This deserves. Look at how dark it is, man. I mean, this deserves Yixing or some.
This deserves Yixing, and you could probably be more leaf or something like that. But what would you say? Do you think this tea? Who would you recommend this tea to, and what time of day would you drink this?
Yeah, I think this is pretty much an anybody tea, any time of day. It's not something that I would drink right after having eaten something, because it's a little bit more subtle than something like a young raw pu'er or something like that. But yeah, this is pretty much an any time of any, whenever.
And I think this tea would be a really good contrast if you're just trying to show sort of the different flavors and different styles of Taiwanese tea.
Absolutely.
Because the gaoshans and the green oolongs get so much press. This is a nice contrast to it.
Yeah, absolutely. This, I think, something like a jade oolong, a dongding, and then this would give you a wonderful spectrum of those different oolongs.
Yeah, absolutely, because they're all very different from one another.
They really are.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
I'd say this has thickened up slightly in each brew.
Mhm.
You've really tried to push it, and I definitely agree with that decision. This one, it has increased texture, increased mouthfeel.
I think so. I'm getting a little more. I think the sweetness peaks have died off a little bit, and now we're getting more into that roasted, rock mineral vibe. It's feeling a little bit more like a wooey in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
The sweetness has sort of died off, and we're getting a different palette of flavors. So we had talked about previously the consistency of the flavor profile. I think just now it's changing a little bit, and hopefully as we brew this tea out, it will continue to change. For folks out there who have not yet checked out Showin and Floating Leaves, do so. This is a wonderful tea. I don't know how many grams comes in this little guy. Do you know? Is this 10 grams?
I don't know. We eyeballed it,
More than
and does not say a size, but probably something like that.
But something like that is going to give you a number of brews, at least 3 really delicious ones. So check out Floating Leaves at, floatingleavestea.com.
Yep, exactly.
Cool. And James, if folks want to learn more about tea in general,
yeah, they should come check us out at TeaDB. Hit that subscribe button down below. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Like our Facebook page. Send us your money on PayPal. And we will see you guys next time.
no one sent us money on PayPal
Yeah,
yet.
that's true. That's a joke. I think I said that too smoothly. Yeah. There's no way to send us money on PayPal.
Well, I wonder if people have been trying to send us money on PayPal.